Britain might be small, but it's home to some of the most diverse, and let's be honest, hardest to understand accents in the world.
Wasn't your grandma always called the old girl in the house? Yeah. Wasn't it, lad? Yeah, there's a Scouse that just told you. Isn't that right, girl? Wasn't the old girl in the house always a Scouser?
Yeah, spot on.
Oh, are you with him, girl?
Yeah.
I went through a phase of trying to slide in a lot of DMs, and literally I didn't realise the amount of pie one person could receive.
You love pie.
I do love pie, but not in a sort of romantic way. I remember I DM'd Lewis Capaldi once, asking if he wanted to go to karaoke with us, and he just didn't reply.
No, but we had a bit of a bond up on the job because it was a strange place to film.
Yeah.
And there was some issues around it, but
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria was a nutty gaff.
Now, please let me know in the comments below if you understood what these guys were saying. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at the top 5 British accents that even native English speakers struggle to get their heads around. And by the way, if you've ever been totally lost in a conversation with a Brit, don't worry, you're not alone. So without further ado, let's dive in. First up at number 5 is the Scouse accent from Liverpool. It's instantly recognisable thanks to its sing-song intonation and very unique pronunciation.
There's about 9 or 10. Just think a scout watching with the little boys and then just got asked down to contain them.
So were you a Liverpool fan?
No, I haven't fan.
Were you?
The Scouse accent is heavily influenced by Irish and Welsh immigration to Liverpool. That's why you'll hear distinctive sounds like K becoming a softer G sound. Let's take the word book. In Scouse, it'll be pronounced book. I'm going to read the book, lads. Something like that. I mean, I can't do a Liverpool accent. It's totally horrible, mate, but I can try, you know what I mean? So instead of book, you'll hear book. Going to read the book, lads. So Scouse can be tricky for outsiders because of the rapid pace and the way certain consonants are softened. But love it or hate it, it's one of the most colourful accents in the UK. I personally love myself a woman with a good Scouse accent.
I love how it's always, I always forget to track my calories, I'm so forgetful with logging my food, I can't do that. Okay, but you don't forget to stalk your ex's Instagram, do you? How many followers does that man have? I bet you can tell me, but you won't track your food for your goals? 2 + 2 is not equaling 4.
Coming in at number 4 is the Glaswegian accent from Glasgow, Scotland. Now, Scottish accents are generally tricky for non-locals, but Glaswegian takes it to a whole nother level.
Hello, my name's Tam. We're standing outside Paradise on a 3rd round of a European Cup tie to qualify for the Champions League with my Polish friend, and I've known him for about half an hour and I feel as if I've known him all my life.
The accent is fast, clipped, and has a lot of slang that even other Scots struggle to understand. The R's can be rolled and the vowels can sound much shorter than you'd expect. I'm not going to try and butcher a phrase like I did with the Scouse accent, so let's move to number 3. At number 3 we've got, drumroll please, the Geordie accent from Newcastle in the northeast of England. It's a cheerful, friendly sounding accent, but when you first hear it, you may be left scratching your head.
Really proud that commentating thing, I did get offered a job with Sky and the money was good, but yeah, I tried putting dishes up in the winter.
The Geordie accent is a mix of old Anglo-Saxon and Viking influences, and it comes with its own unique set of slang and quirks. For example, aye means yes, and awe is a way of saying come on. I know I just butchered it, but you get the point. Now, Geordie might be hard to understand, but its charm lies in its warmth and energy. Just don't expect to understand everything the first time you hear it. I lived with the Geordie for over a year. I only understood about 30% of what he was saying at any given time, and I would just respond, hey lad, wait, yeah. Now, we're heading to London's East End for number 2, but before we do, if you're liking this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So number 2 on the list is the famous Cockney accent. You may be familiar with the accent from its use in movies and on shows like Love Island, etc. But in real life, it's a completely different beast.
I'm an endangered species. There's only one of me. I better start reproducing soon.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The world would be a terrible place without me in it.
Cockney isn't just about dropping your H's and or skipping out your T's. You also have to contend with Cockney rhyming slang. So apples and pears means steers and dog and bone means phone. Those are just 2 examples, and you're going to have to get your head around a few more if you truly want to understand Cockney slang. My absolute favourite, however, is trouble and strife, which means wife. Trouble and strife, that's a classic. Now, there are more key elements of this accent that I go over in another video, which you can find up here. And finally, at number 1, we have the accent from the Welsh Valleys. This one comes from the south of Wales, and let me tell you, it's a challenge to understand, even for other Brits.
I think he's from
I think that's a Welsh accent I can detect there. Yeah, I got a dog.
What's the trouble, mate? What's the trouble?
I got a dog in the back, mate. I need to get to the vet.
Is that your dog, is it?
It's my dog, yeah.
What's happened to it?
Oh, Mrs. bloody ran over it the other day. I'm guilty, man.
You alright?
He's alright, but I need to get...
You what? Do you want like a Welsh dispensary for people with sick animals type place, or maybe a proper veterinary surgery? Like?
The Welsh Valley's accent has a beautiful musical quality. It's also spoken really fast. It uses a lot of local slang, which can leave even the most experienced ears confused. The vowels are often drawn out, and the accent can change dramatically from town to town. Now, I'm not going to do the accent a disservice by butchering it, but as shown in the example, whilst it may be confusing, it's also very warm and inviting.